I took some of the NBA's biggest rivalries and put them all into one tournament. We've got the Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks. Now, with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on opposing teams, this rivalry should be even crazier because the Luka Devin Booker beef was real in last year's playoffs. Then we've got the Nuggets versus the Sixers. Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic. Of course, Embiid is mad because he feels like he should have some of those MVPs that Jokic has been out there winning. We've got the Lakers versus the Clippers. With Russ going to the rival Clippers, that should be an interesting one. Then we've got the Grizzlies versus the Warriors. And of course, this one's kind of self-explanatory. Klay Thompson did the corny 4 rings thing on the bench. We've got the Bucks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't really know why I did this one, but I felt like that it would kind of be bad if the Bucks and the Cavs weren't in this because they're good teams, so they're here. We've got the Knicks versus the Hawks. Trae Young hit a 3 one time and bowed. We've got the Pelicans, and they are going to be facing off against the Portland Trailblazers. I just wanted to have Damian Lillard in this. They're not really a rivalry, to be honest. We've got the Celtics versus the Heat. This is a pretty big rivalry. They've faced each other quite a few times in the Eastern Conference in the playoffs, so I think this should be an interesting one. Now, let's go ahead and let's get into the simulation without any more talking because you're probably already wondering when this guy's going to shut up, but if you're not, you should subscribe. Thanks. Early on, we've got a couple series that aren't close, but we've got a few that are tied up at 1 apiece. We'll have to wait to see how things develop as it goes on, and it looks like the Cavs are going to sweep the Bucks. In just 4 games, the Bucks are out of here. 2K absolutely hates that Bucks team, and the Hawks, they're going to beat the Knicks. Oh man, deja vu for Knicks fans as Trae Young once again does his thing against New York, makes a bunch of assists, I sound like somebody's mom, but he got a bunch of assists, and now the Hawks are moving on. And Donovan Mitchell, y'all know about playoff Donovan, he did his thing. Y'all know about playoff Lillard, logo Lillard, Dame time, he's got the Rolex because he knows what time it is, all right? And they're going to be moving on against the New Orleans Pelicans. The Battle of LA was more of a small squabble this time. A squabble is crazy, bro, but the Clippers end up beating the Lakers in just 5 games. I know Russ was rocking the baby all the way home. He was definitely hyped off that. And the Warriors beat the Grizzlies in just 5 games. Joel Embiid finally beats Nikola Jokic at something. He's not getting that MVP award this year. Maybe I'm a hater, but I think Jokic might three-peat on the MVPs. James Harden did his thing, though. Embiid kind of struggled in that series, but ultimately the Sixers won, so I guess that's what matters. Ja Morant played well for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the Splash Brothers were out there doing their thing, making 3-pointers and stuff. Jordan Poole did his thing as well. So the Warriors are moving on to face the Clippers. That should be a good matchup as well. And the Suns and Mavs are going to a Game 7. Very excited for that one. But the Celtics take down the Miami Heat in just 6 games. I mean, 6 games is actually a lot. I'm acting like it's kind of short. That's a pretty competitive series, I guess. And Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the duo. All right, now we've got the Suns and the Mavericks, and this one goes down to the wire. But because I'm an L YouTuber, I turned the simulation speed up too much, forgot to press stop. I was kind of daydreaming or something. Y'all know how it is. Sometimes you're in one place, but really you're just completely thinking about another, you know what I mean? So I was probably thinking about like LeBron's legacy or something, and then boom, the game's over. So yeah, I'm sorry, but Kevin Durant over 32 a game, and the Suns move on. All right, now we've got the Suns versus the Sixers. This is an interesting one. You've got Joel Embiid, you've got DeAndre Ayton, you've got Kevin Durant, James Harden, Devin Booker, lots of stars. The Warriors versus the Clippers. They're like, they've had their run-ins in the past. They played each other sometimes, but I guess all NBA teams play each other, so maybe I'm reaching for a rivalry, but Steph Curry got mad at the refs in that one Clipper game, I guess. So yeah, there you go. We've also got the Hawks taking on the Cavs and the Celtics taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Early on, the Suns are dominating against the Sixers. They're getting like their one pity game, but I mean, it's over. The Suns advance in just 5 games. Devin Booker, KD, DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul. This team actually could be crazy come playoff time in real life, but we'll have to see if they get healthy at the right time. That's a big aspect of the playoffs. Joel Embiid kind of struggled in this one, but yeah, when you look at the playoffs in real life, health is very important. What do they say? Health is wealth, all right? Bro, I sound so corny, but yeah, there you go. The Cavs end up beating the Atlanta Hawks, so somebody finally took down the 2K algorithm. The Atlanta Hawks are absolutely ridiculous, but then again, it's the Cavs, one of 2K's other favorite teams. I think personally, the Bucks are probably 2K's most hated team. Let me know your 2K hot takes on what teams they like and don't like in the comments. I also think they really don't like the Suns. We've got Warriors Suns and Celtics Cavs, so some interesting matchups here. KD versus Steph, KD versus Klay Thompson, or wait, I meant to say Chris Paul versus Steph Curry, or who let him cook, bro? What is this dude talking about? He's stumbling all over his words. But man, Russell Westbrook did really well for the Clippers. Yeah, just ignore all the garbage commentary. We'll just move on from that. And Dame really cooled down. The watch got completely shattered. All the glass that was covering the little clock on the watch, it shattered. The watch broke. Dame time's over. All right, now let's go ahead and let's see how these series go, because I'm excited for these, man. We've got Draymond facing KD. There's probably going to be some beef there. They did that one interview one time, though, so, you know, maybe they settled the beef and stuff. But I remember that one clip that came out where, like, KD and Draymond were, like, getting in an argument on the bench, and maybe KD's still mad about it because the Suns are going to go out here and take a game in the series to go up 2-0. The Celtics are also up 2-0. They take a 3-0 lead on the Cavs, so it's looking rough over there. But the Warriors, they're fighting back against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns take a pivotal Game 5, but, you know, the Suns do have Chris Paul, and Chris Paul is known for blowing leads, so being up 2-0 really isn't anything if you're on a Chris Paul team. All right, man, let me stop. If Chris Paul is your favorite player, my bad. He gets lots of assists and stuff. He hits that one mid-range jumper, so my bad, all right? And in Game 7 between the Cavs and the Celtics, the Boston Celtics come out on top. They've got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, so, you know, they've always got a chance. Some really good players on that basketball team. And then we've got Suns-Warriors Game 7 as well, and the Suns come out on top by 10 points. KD kind of struggles in the series, but hey, it doesn't matter. They won. You know, a win is a win is a win. That's what they say. So Kevin Durant is going to go ahead and lead his team to the finals. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, they're going to be tough to beat, but if any team's going to beat them, it's the Boston Celtics. The Celtics are known as a 2K cheat code. I mean, just look at this lineup. They're absolutely like that. So let's go ahead and let's see what they can do in this series. In game number 1, the Suns are putting up a fight. They get off to an early 1-0 lead in the series. Devin Booker drops 36, KD drops 31, and Cam Payne pitches in 12. You got JT dropping 44, JB with 19. So, yeah, solid performance from that duo. But if you're going to get more from Jaylen Brown, it's going to be tough for the Suns to win, because 19 from Jaylen Brown is kind of low. And in this one, the Boston Celtics win by 4 points. Jaylen Brown only 17. So if he really gets going in this series, it could be wraps. In game number 3, the Boston Celtics once again win. And this was the Jason Tatum masterclass, 52 points. Still, Jaylen Brown hasn't cracked 20 points in the series. Come on, JB. And in game number 4, the Boston Celtics win again. So it looks like the Celtics kind of gave the Suns some false hope here in game number 1. Let them win that one. And they were like, all right, time to cook. And boom, they win the finals. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.